So this video is going to be all about carbohydrates. So carbs often get a bad rap for being the cause of people gaining weight, gaining fat, overeating, a lot of things like that. People kind of blame it, and then when they cut out carbs, they notice that they lose weight quickly. And there are reasons for that, and I'll go into detail in this short video. So let's get started. Okay, so why do we need carbs? So first of all, carbohydrates are our body's preferred source of energy. We can use other forms of other macronutrients to fuel our body, such as protein and fats, but our body's a lot more efficient when it uses carbohydrates for energy. It's a lot easier for the body to break down, to get into the muscles, and then use the body, organs, muscles, stuff like that. It helps muscle rebuilding and recovery. So not only does carbs give us energy to work out, it also helps us to rebuild the damaged muscle from training and also recover for the next session. So protein is a big part of the building blocks of repairing the muscle, but carbohydrates give the body the energy for the protein to be able to rebuild. So it's a big component in the recovery. It supports the use of brain function, central nervous system, and red blood cell production. So it's not just about body fat and muscle building and stuff like that. It also supports brain health, brain function, and a lot more things like that. So our brain likes to work off of carbohydrates. So when you eat carbohydrates, you can feel energized and kind of invigorated to work and have that energy to work. Often people feel like they get kind of maybe an afternoon slump after lunchtime if they have too many carbs, and that can cause some issues. But that's usually if you have a big dump of carbs. Kind of your body processes the carbs in a certain way, which we'll go into detail in a later video. But if you have too many carbs, your blood sugar can drop afterwards, and that's when you feel that kind of lull. But actually, a good amount of carbs per meal can actually energize your brain function and help your workload. And they taste fantastic. So in a video soon, I'll show you a type of carbohydrates and different types of them, but they vary so much, and there's so many kind of tasty versions that everyone loves, like potatoes, pasta, chips, sweets, fruit, all these things. They're all carbohydrates. They come under the carbohydrate umbrella. They taste really good. We all like to have carbs. We all find it hard to restrict our carbohydrate intake, and as you're hopefully figuring out, including foods that you like to eat is so important to successful dieting. If we cut out all the foods we enjoy, we then don't enjoy the diet. It's then harder to stick to it. When we enjoy it, it becomes a lot easier. We can stick to it for longer. The longer we can stick with it, the more results we're going to get. So including your favourite foods, the foods that taste good, the foods that fill you up, that's what's going to get us the results. Not only do carbohydrates taste amazing, they're also very satiating. So potatoes, for example, one of the highest on the satiety index. So satiety just means it's very filling. So eating stuff like that helps you to feel full, helps you to feel energized, and obviously if it tastes good, you can make it taste nice. You're kind of hitting a lot of buttons that lead to successful weight loss. So and as I mentioned at the beginning about quick weight loss when you cut carbs, carbohydrates hold a bit of water in the muscle. So without carbohydrates, your muscles can't hold as much water. When we have the carbohydrate cells in there, we can hold more water weight, and that is why you might gain weight after eating a high carb meal. If you have ever cut carbs out of your diet before, and then you've noticed that your weight has dropped very quickly, that is why. It's usually the water weight, because your muscles can't hold the water that were in the carbs before. Now the carbs are no longer in the muscles. The water retention in the muscles drops, and therefore your weight drops as well. So cutting your carbs can cause weight loss because you're cutting calories out of your diet, but it's not superior to any other way to create a calorie deficit. So the way I like to do it is I like to include them in my diet in a sensible and suitable way, get the things you like out of them, but also keep it in a calorie deficit. So hopefully that's helpful. If you've got any questions, please let me know and I'll help in any way I can.